Are Trump's tariffs on Canada and Mexico going to raise prices of homes across America? Let's see what Realtor.com says. Hey guys, Pat Down VSP Realty, part of the Johnson Group, and today we're going over a Realtor.com article titled, Homebuilders warn of rising building costs as Trump's tariffs on Canada and Mexico take effect. And this is written by Keith Griffith on March 4th. I'm recording this on March 5th so you understand where the numbers are when we're talking. But we're going to get right into it. So President Donald Trump has imposed sweeping 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico to pressure the U.S. neighbors to step up border enforcement. But home builders say they could boost new home prices. The tariffs on America's two largest trading partners took effect early on Tuesday, along with an additional 10% tariff on China after Trump said the country had failed to show enough progress in limiting the flow of illegal drugs and unauthorized immigration into the U.S. This move to raise tariffs by 25% on Canadian and Mexican goods will harm housing affordability, says National Association of Home Builders Chairman Buddy Hughes. Tariffs on lumber and other building materials increase the cost of construction and discourage new development. The consumers end up paying for the tariffs in the form of higher home prices. If you're not sure what the home prices are going on across America, let me just show you real quick. And this is according to Redfin, okay? This is in January, okay? Median home sales price in America is $417,968, up by 4% year over year. But one of the numbers I want you to hone in on, because I thought this was really, really interesting, is median days on the market has gone up by 7 days year over year to 56 days. So almost 2 months your home will be on the market. And let me just kind of compare this to home, all right, for home base for us. So median home sales prices in Savannah, $370,000, up by 6.4%. In Pooler, $360,000, down by 1.3%. And in Richmond Hill, $441,608, down by 0.2%. So even though home prices are coming down a little bit in Pooler and Richmond Hill, raising in Savannah, these high home prices have caused homes to stack on the market. Let's just check out the homes for sale. In Savannah, 1,338 homes for sale. That's up by 62% from last year. In Pooler, 237 homes on the market. That's up by 28.8%. In Richmond Hill, 363 homes for sale, up by 57.8%. And what is that doing? As more homes pile on the market, that means what? Days on market are going up, and it is drastic. Okay, as you saw nationally, 56 days on the market. In Savannah, 69 days on the market, up by 11.3%. In Pooler, 75 days on the market, up by 50%. And in Richmond Hill, it's 88 days, up by 100%, basically doubled, right? So almost 3 months on the market if you're in Richmond Hill. 2.5 months if you're in Pooler, and in Savannah, it's 2 and almost a half months, right? What does that mean for you if you're looking to sell your home? Know your numbers. This really helps you out, because here's what a lot of times sellers will do, right? They'll put their home on the market and not get an offer immediately, and they're like, oh my God, the sky is falling. Well, listen, if you look at these numbers, you know going into it, you live in Richmond Hill, you know homes are staying on the market for a median of 88 days. You're not going to panic when you get a low ball offer. So this is good information to know. All right, and then just like in national stats, the months of supply, 4 months in Savannah area is 4.3, Pooler 3.7, and 4.4 in Richmond Hill. So kind of the same. So let's see what else they said in here. All right. Hughes urged the Trump administration to reconsider new tariffs and pledged to continue working with policymakers on ways to boost housing production and improve housing affordability. All right. Now this next stat, I had no clue about this, but about 70% of dimensional lumber, if you don't know what dimensional lumber is, that's basically your 2x4s, 4x4s, 2x6s, right? And gypsum, drywall gypsum is used in residential construction is imported from Canada and Mexico respectively. So 70% of the drywall and the lumber come from Canada and Mexico. Whoa, and that's according to industry data. I didn't do any research on this, so I'm just going off of what they say, okay? China is a source of some fixtures and finishes used in homes, though it is less significant of a player in the home building supply chain, okay? Rising costs due to tariffs on imports will leave builders with few options, says Realtor.com chief economist Danielle Hale. They can choose to pass higher costs along to consumers, which means higher home prices, or try to use less of these materials, which means smaller homes. And you'll see this in communities around the Savannah area. You got D.R. Horton over here building what do they call cottage homes. These are smaller homes, okay, to try to keep the price under $300,000 for first-time home buyers. And they're just smaller homes. You can see them all over the place. So it's just to get people in, right? Hale notes that while home builders and newly built homes will bear the initial brunt of the tariffs, the impact could ripple out to the overall housing market in time. This next paragraph I don't like, so I'm just gonna summarize it real quick. Basically what they're saying is higher home prices for new construction means less demand. And that demand, they're thinking, is gonna push over to the overall housing market, right? Which means more demand here is gonna push their prices up. So that's how that's what they're talking about when they say that it could affect the entire market, okay? Also with those tariffs, we may also see a lower appetite for major remodeling projects that would rely on these tariff-affected inputs, hamstringing the ability of consumers to remake their homes to fit their current needs, says Hale. Now, the rest of this stuff is political stuff. We're not into political stuff here. We're not going to go over that. But basically what I kind of want to summarize what's going on, okay? And I want you to understand one other thing, okay? New construction homes are silently lowering their prices. You don't see it, and here's the reason why. They're giving it to you in interest rate buy downs. And what does that mean, okay? I just got a call today from D.R. Horton saying they're selling their homes at 3.99% interest rate if you can close by April, right? It's 26 days from now, right? Which is doable, right? But you know how they get these interest rates from? Let's check out the interest rates real quick. Mortgage rates, 30-year fixed, 6.72, FHA, 6.14, and VA, 6.15. So basically they're paying these rates all the way from 6.14 and 6.15 all the way down to 3.99%. I think a lot of times people don't even understand that is cost the builder $40,000. Let me repeat, $40,000 to do that. Okay, so like I said, silently lowering the prices, but they do the rate buy down, brings the price down monthly so you can afford it. So it's virtually that price. Now, another thing they do is they give you closing costs. So, I mean, that's another $10,000. So it's $50,000 off the price. So understand that. That's how new construction homes are lowering the prices without actually lowering the prices. They can't lower the prices. They're not built that way. If they're in a neighborhood and they start lowering prices, it affects the entire inventory. So they're not going to do that. So this is how they're doing it. So basically, home prices across America are raising before the tariffs even started. You saw across America it's up by 4%. In Savannah, it's up by 6%. In Richmond Hill and Pooler, it's kind of stabilizing. Days on market's on the rise, which means you're sitting on the market longer. And then I didn't know this fact, 70% of dimensional labor and drywall gypsums come from Canada and Mexico. That is mind-blowing to me, which, according to Buddy Hughes, the National Association of Home Builders chairman, means that home prices are going to rise. What do you think? Do you think home prices are going to rise? Put it down in the comment. I want to know what you think. And if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, share this video with your family and friends. If they're looking to stay up on what's going on in the market, this is the video for them. If you're watching this point, I really appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.